Hi! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Jewel. I am an artist. It's so good to have you here. And if you are coming back, hello! It's so nice to see you here again. Thank you for coming back. Okay, today I want to talk about something really important. If you noticed the last two videos I made, it's basically about starting a career in art or where and how to get clients. So now I think it's only natural to talk about how to price yourself. And this was one of my biggest struggles as an artist because it's either you undercharge yourself so that you would keep the client but then you end up burnt out naman, or you overcharge and then you lose the client. And at the same time, I really suck at math. Like, just seeing numbers, it's scary. So yeah, but I want to do this because I want to give you guys the sweet in-between of fair and good pricing. Okay, quick disclaimer, I am not an expert. I am continuously learning also. Everything that I am saying to you, I've learned from somebody else. So I'm just passing it on to you. I believe that if you are learning about something, you need to get it from many sources. So I've actually linked down below articles and videos that I've read and watched. So check those out. But please watch the video first. This video first. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's get to it. With this topic, I wanna tackle three categories. The first category is calculating your hourly rate. And the second category is 5 things you have to take in consideration when you are pricing. And then lastly, how and when do you get paid? If you want to skip a topic, feel free to do that. I will put timestamps below. Like, for example, you just want to listen to the 5 things you have to take in consideration. Sure, go ahead. Timestamps below. Okay, before we start again, I want to ask you guys why. Why do you want to start commissions? Do you want to start commissions because you just want a hobby, like some side income? Or are you just saving up for something? Or is this your main source of income? Once you know your why, it is easier to work on your how. And at the same time, having a why is important because it's just true that things will get rough, things will be rocky. But when you have a why, it's much easier to hold on to that hope. It's your hope giver. So start with your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you listening to this? You probably clicked on this because you want to learn how to price. So why do you want to learn how to price? Okay, let's start now with the first category, how to determine your hourly rate. Why do we want to know our hourly rates? We want to know this because it's easier to price ourselves once we have a basis of our hourly rate. And the first step to doing that is decide how much you want to make per month. Decide how much income you want per month. And then with that income, divide that with how many days a month you work. And then divide it again with how many hours of work do you do in a day. Ang daming division. But okay, so let's say with commissions, I want that to cover my basic necessities and also the cost of a few art materials. So let's say around 30,000 pesos. And then in a month, I do 25 days of work, giving time for Sundays as my rest days. And then for those 25 days, let's say around 5 hours of work lang. When we say hours, okay, we mean the billable hours. The admin work is not counted, replying to emails, replying to clients, organizing your finances. The hours that we are taking into consideration are the hours that you actually really truly work. Like the hours that you really draw or really paint. So for me, maybe around 5 hours. So that's 30,000 pesos divided by 25 days, divided by 5 hours. My hourly rate is 240 pesos. Yan, it's very easy actually. Okay, another example. Let's say you want to give your loved one a gift for their birthday. That's 5 months away from now. And then let's say you want to give them a bag. That costs 5,000 pesos. I don't know why you're giving them a bag during a pandemic, but go for it. Okay, so let's say you're also a student and you can only do work during Saturdays. So that's 5 days. And then each day you can only do 5 hours also. So that's 5,000 pesos, the bag, divided by 5 days, divided by 5 hours, equals 200 pesos hourly rate. It's very easy. You just need a calculator and then divide. Okay, if you want to go to the next level, if your commissions are your main source of income, then what you have to do is take your desired monthly income plus your expenses plus your savings goal, because we want to be financially wise. I encourage you to have savings already, equals your income goal. Yon. It's so easy. So if you feel like your hourly rates are too low or too high, feel free to work around it, but it's good to have a basis of what it originally is. And that's how you calculate hourly rates. It's very easy, it's very fun. You don't need someone to do it for you. You can just grab your calculator or your phone and go, type it. Okay, next category is 5 things you have to take in consideration when you are pricing. There are so many things to take in account when you are starting to price yourselves. There are so many factors to pricing yourself, so I want to help enlighten you guys also. And by the way, if you are still here, if you're still listening, perhaps consider subscribing, please. Thank you. Okay, first thing you have to take in consideration is time. Start around minimum wage. I believe that our minimum wage is 15,000 pesos to 16,000 pesos. Let's just say 15,000 for easier math. So that's 500 pesos a day, I believe. And then 62 pesos per hour, which is, by the way, really low if you have a family and you're relying on your minimum wage. Anyway, let's say you do charge 62 pesos an hour. And then somebody commissioned you to do a one-person portrait that took you 3 hours to make. That's only 200 pesos. Nope. But ask yourself, are you willing to work 62 pesos per hour? I really hope you don't say yes. But if you do, see how it feels, and once you get more projects, you can up your price naman. Okay, next thing you have to take in consideration is services you offer. What commissions are you offering and how long will each take? Multiply those hours with your hourly wage equals your base price. Again, these are just base prices. So feel free to add additional fees for extra work like backgrounds or more figures or something really specific. So let's say a full body drawing took you 8 hours to make and your hourly rate is 100 pesos. So that's 800 pesos base price. Again, if you're okay with working with your base price, go for it. See what works for you. Next is experience and detail. Experience makes you finish things faster. So you might think you're a bit lugi if you're charging per hour. But the thing with experience is, the more you have it, the more you can charge. Why? Because people will be paying you for your knowledge and expertise. My suggestion here is to learn other artists' commission info. So I'm gonna put mine here. And then check out also your favorite artists' commission sheets. And then check also a beginner artist commission info. Again, like what I said earlier, learn from many sources. Observe those around you. And then detail. Basically, more detail means more time, more expertise, more skill equals a higher price. For projects where a client asks me to copy a certain picture with simple to no background, I charge around 2,200 pesos. But for customized scenes where I have to be the one to think of a pose and the color scheme and the composition, that ranges between 3,000 pesos to 5,000 pesos. Of course, you're charging more when there are more details because again, it takes more time and more knowledge as well. Next, this is for traditional artists. You will have to include your materials in your pricing. So now you have a base price, now you know your hourly rates, you need to include your materials there. Let's say somebody commissioned you for a big painting and you know that will use most of your art materials. So you're gonna have to charge for that because you wanna buy more art materials, right? This is very basic. I'm pretty sure you know this already, but it's a good reminder anyway. Charge for your materials. And then lastly, for the fifth thing you have to take in consideration when your pricing is value. If you remember our things I wish I knew before starting a career in art, I talked about how you need to believe first that your art is good, because when people notice that you believe in your art, then they will probably get you more as their artist. I was also taught that money is just value. I learned this from the book Abundance Formula by Bo Sanchez, one of my mentors. Very, very grateful for him. Anyway, it was mentioned that the higher value you give, the more money you will get in return. Because people will be reaching out to you more because they know you're someone fun to work with, easier to be with. And at the same time, if people notice that you really love your art and that you really take joy in it, your clients will pick up on that. And then they will understand why they have to pay that certain amount for you. And I also noticed that here in the Philippines, the art industry has a bad habit of undercharging, or at least charging very low so that you will get more clients. I understand why artists do that, but I think it's about time that artists fairly price themselves. Because when people notice that, oh, artists are in a competition to, who charges the least, then might as well get the artist who wins that challenge, right? I think it's a good reminder for artists that when you better yourself, when you improve yourself, you are also bettering and improving those around you. When you value your art, when you value your work, you are also teaching younger artists, or the artists around you, to value themselves. So that's one thing you have to take in consideration. An extra thing that you have to take in consideration is taxes. For some, this might not apply to you, but if for some reason you're paying taxes as an artist, please keep on listening. Okay. By the way, again, if you're still here, consider liking and subscribing, please. Thank you so much. Okay. If you are paying for taxes, I believe ours is 12%. So the way you do this is your price plus your tax rate equals your final price. So let's say I charge around 3,000 pesos. 12% of that is 360 pesos. So now I charge 3,360 pesos. Super easy math. But again, I don't do this for commissions because it's small lang naman. I don't give out official receipts, so there's no need to include taxes. But with big projects like books and animations, or if I'm partnering with a company or a publishing house, I do this because I'm gonna be giving out official receipts. By the way, if you want to learn how to get your own receipt or BIR as an artist, let me know. I can make a video about that. Okay, so those are the things you have to take in consideration when you are pricing. I hope that helped. I hope you learned something new. I hope you had a light bulb moment. And then lastly is how and when to get paid. I do milestone payments. For small projects like commissions, I do 50-50. And then for big projects like books, animations, or anything that will take a lot of time, I do 30-30-40. So I don't start working unless I'm given a down payment. Why do I do milestone payments? I'm doing this because I want to protect myself and the client. Why? Protect myself because I don't want to draw and then suddenly the client disappeared. Bigla niya akong ginost, bigla siya nawala. What if I'm done now with the project and then the client went, oh, I actually don't like your style, or I don't like what you did, so I'm not gonna pay you. I have an artist friend. This happened to her. She was done with the project, and then but the client didn't agree pala with what she made, so she wasn't paid. And it's so hassle to parang get angry pa or, demand. And again, protecting your clients by understanding that they might have their reservations too. And I know you are a good person, you are a good artist, but you want to give your clients some sort of peace also. Because what if you suddenly disappear, or what if, you suddenly decide to be sneaky? So, in a way, you're giving value to them by doing milestone payments. Okay, for local clients, I do bank transfer or GCash. There are so many options now, but this is what I have. And then for international clients, I do PayPal. But PayPal takes away a big cut of your money. So I've been figuring out new ways of doing this. I don't have any solid reviews of something else, so I will update you on this. Okay, so that's how and when you get paid. Anyway, wow, that is all I have to say about this topic. It's such a fun thing to talk about. Again, I've listed down below references and other videos. Please, again, don't learn from one source only. The best way to understand something is by reading so many things about it and also applying it. I hope that after you watch this, you can now post that your commissions are open or that you're accepting projects now. If you are, feel free to tag me on Instagram or my Facebook page, and then I will gladly support you. And okay, for real, I hope you learned something new and different. And if you think I forgot something, please let me know. Or if you have other thoughts about this subject, feel free to comment them down below. And if you have other video ideas, please let me know also. And please, if you like my content, if you love this, well, not love, ang intense na love. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing and sharing it with your friends or your other artist friends. It would really help me out because I want to keep on making videos like this because I want to support artists as well. Okay, that is all I have to say. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence. I will go for real now. I hope you have a great day, week, month, year. Bye-bye! Thank you!